Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm Chancellor Moss. In the last episode, we cured Arl Eamon of his... Well, I mean, not cured Arl Eamon, we cured Connor of his little affliction. Now I'm thinking we might start tackling these DLCs. Mostly the Stone Prisoner DLC and maybe Soldier's Peak. Because they will give us some stuff that will help us in Orzammar. And Orzammar is where we're planning on going next.
Sire, I have more news.
Kinda.
Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! We'll not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own. I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Oof.
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Tension's hot. Honora's suspecting something. Suspecting... Oh, this is what I was expecting to happen instead of whatever happened with Wynn prior.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
This is clearly a trap, by the way.
This should be easy enough.
Actually, it's not clearly. It's clearly right about here. When she starts smiling, giving that nod. See, like, that's what he looks like with the mod. More like his Dragon Age 2 appearance.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Ah, there's a mage among them.
I hope I don't get blood up.
Don't have me doggy. Can't do it well in combat.
Let's get started.
A little bloodletting, I see. For the Grey Warden!
Maker's breath.
Aw, crap, there was a trap. I'll just give the mass heal, pop a potion.
Armed and dangerous. Ready for action.
Yeah, sure I am, after taking a frickin' dual trap to the leg. Seems Alistair's suffered the same.
Direct. Right ahead. Right ahead. I shall do so. I shall. They'll never know what hit them.
Where's the last guy? Oh, he's right here.
Trap right
I
ahead.
was like, where the hell is...
Trap right ahead. As you wish.
The elven assassin is wounded and unconscious, but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wish. Wake him up and talk to him.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have questions.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Of course, Logain. Where were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then.
Sorry, I'm just opening a packet of something. Does that mean you're loyal to Logain?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
What are the Tevan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm not done questioning you yet.
Very well. Ask, and thou shalt receive.
I'm done with the questions.
Then, unless you're quite stuck
I
in my
love
throat
I
or
love
something
it.
equally
I love when
gruesome,
that happens.
perhaps you'd care to hear a proposal.
Talk, but I'm watching. Know that I'm watching you closely.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
To stop you from finishing the job later.
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Want to come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Why would I want your service?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn
That's
you
a
should the
fucking lie.
Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I
He's
could
not good
also
at picking
stand
locks
around
at
and look
all.
pretty if you prefer. Warm your bed. Fend off unwanted suitors, no?
Is this before or after you stabbed me in the back?
These things you say, they must drive the men back home simply wild. So what shall it be? I'll even shine armor. You won't find a better deal, I promise.
I must think I'm royally stupid.
I think you're royally tough to kill, and utterly gorgeous. Not that I think you'll respond to simple flattery, but there are worse things in life than serving the whims of a deadly sex goddess.
Very well, I'll accept your offer.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Don't worry about it, we could use him.
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Okay. Is that a little... I mean,
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
I'll equip him just to see what he has to his pocket. So, remember how he said he's very good at picking locks? He doesn't even have any skills in lock picking. Which is why I said that's a fucking lie. Also, he somehow has evasion despite the fact that he doesn't have the dexterity. Well, I mean, he does have the dexterity. He doesn't have the base dexterity to, have it. And he has all this. Here, you could have the edge. Yeah, that's better. Oath Keepers. That is good. The hell's giving him bonus oh, it's just this. Belt. Okay. Let's see what I could give you. Schiffer. Yeah, here, have the apprentice thing. I guess I gave you a hat too. Studded leather. Guess this matches this kind of set that he's going for. Cool. Friends of Red Jenny. Never got the whole Red Jenny thing. I never paid attention to the storyline of Red Jenny. I guess the assassin's the only thing left in this area. Alright, let's open... I think we got a quest to give something in Denerim. Required a small painted box is requested to the Friends of Red Jenny. Yeah, okay. If we go to quest related, summoning sciences, black letter crystals, mages collective. Friends of Red Jenny. Task was never promised to be easy. He said you could enter a circle tower and you were believed. Find the small painted box in the first enchanter Irving's office and deliver to the door marked in Denerim as we agreed. Or be prepared to find yourself hunted across Ferelden. Friends of Red Jenny. There's a sketched map of several doors it requires the box be placed on a block out. Place it to block out flaws eats. Okay, what else is here? Scrolls of Ben store. Letters of termination to spot. Reynolds P. 5 pages. 4 pages. Oh yeah, that's also another random encounter. Finding that guy. Let's head on. Head on. Actually, what's Zevran's skills? Okay, he's master of making poison. As to be expected. We'll pick up this control rod. And all the elf fruit I could carry.
have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Are you asking me to find your mule?
Oh, no. I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur
Grosbois.
at your service.
Zoe, pleased to meet you.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
What do you need?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
How much do you want for it?
Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
What does the control rod do?
The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
Perhaps. What's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
How will I know this even work?
The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price. What do you say?
I think I could use it.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up,
Dulaf Gar.
I hope it works.
Personal golem. Sounds good.
Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Golem in Honlith. Van Loren's land. Okay, I'm gonna go to there, and then I'll go to the Brazilian forest. And then we'll start, hopefully making potions. Take a closer look at the unarmed man. You're surprised to recognize the uniform of King Kaelin's honor guard. A memory comes to you. You fought along this man at Ostagar. Take a closer look at the guards. The guards wear the uniform of Ban Loren, a minor lord well known for and little love for the fluidity of his allegiances. Let's go. The guards. Oh. He be dead.
Gordon senses tingling. Let's get started. Let's get started.
Now the fun part. I love this game.
Wrong character, this character.
I think so.
Shall we compete for points?
It's so strange to have like spells be resisted.
I still remember my first battle.
I mean, I kind of dumped my like all my stuff into spells or into magics, so they're more effective. It's just still kind of odd to have spells be resisted. I mean, I guess they're more likely to be resisted to higher difficulty, but still. Up close, the man's face is unmistakable. You remember him as Elric Magraine, a member of Kaelin's honor guard at Alsagar, and a close confidant of the king.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
I tried to help.
You were there in Ostagar.
Oh,
You know how
seems like
things
this
went.
body is in the way.
For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
You deserted?
I dare say most people think the same of you and me, if not worse.
I fled the battlefield when Loghain betrayed us. I abandoned my men, and they died. And Kaelin with them. He was my king, my friend, maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
It's not your fault they died.
I know. Even had Loghain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Kaelin, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
Is the chest important?
The royal arms chest. It's where Kaelin kept his father's sword, the one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with.
It's also
More
the
than
sword
that,
from the book.
There was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Selene and the Orlesians.
Do you still have this key?
The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Kaelin entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there.
You think the Darkspawn found it?
I hope not. Would they know how to work the lock, even if they did?
The Darkspawn are more cunning than we give them credit for. But the king trusted that lock with his secrets. I'd guess that the contents of that chest are still intact.
The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Kaelin's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Turn to Ostagar. Alright, now we're gonna head to the Brazilian forest. I think after we clear up some collecting of resources, see about doing these side quest stuff, and then head to Soldier's Peak.